The simple path to understanding your numbers like a pro, find more money in your business without the accounting nightmares. Welcome. Numbers don't have to be a mystery, just not have to be so hard. The only things you need to know are the things you need to move your business forward. To show you how this works, I'll be using Joe of Savvy Business Incorporated as an example. This is Joe's Savvy Business Incorporated profits and loss statements. He uses QuickBooks. So every month or every year, or however often you want to do it, you get a financial report from your financial statements. But what does it really mean? I mean, sales are $339,000. But what does it mean? I mean, do you have enough insight from those numbers to know, okay, what should my next step be so I can move my business to the next level? Or maybe I'm just happy the way things are, but at least I want to have more insight into what these numbers are actually saying. This is the balance sheet statement. This statement is even more of a mystery to most business owners. As someone who's worked with small business for about 15 years now, I can tell you firsthand, like most business owners get lost when they get here. So now we'll see how we can derive more information and more insight from this financial statement by using the Excel templates. Since Joe is primarily a service business, he uses a service module that comes in the package. And in the service module, he starts by entering his data. Well, there are other videos that talk about how to enter data, how to get the information from your profit and loss statement and balance sheet statement. So I'm not going to go into that again. But here, this is the analysis section. I'm just going to show you, once he's entered the data, how to read the information that shows up in the analysis section, the first series of information that you see. Other videos would talk about other analysis. These analyses are designed to be conversation starters. They're not designed to be 100% accurate. What they're actually giving you is estimate. Based on the data you entered, the program is estimating what the numbers should be. And of course, if the numbers you entered into the program was garbage, the numbers you're going to get out will be garbage. Like the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. That is why the very first step to good analysis is having a very good set of books. So now let's look at the revenue section of this, the estimated revenue based on market rate. Now, in the data entry section, you were asked to enter some information, and based on that information, the program computes what the estimated revenue will be based on the market. So in other words, for the same amount of work you did, what would the market have charged for that work? In this case, we estimate that to be $457,000. Well, it looks like this business is undercharging by 74%. They're not even charging what the market is charging. On average, the market is charging $78.26 per hour. They're only doing 74% of that. Next, we'll look at the owner's pay. Here we see the owner's pay per hour is only $13 an hour. Really? $13 an hour? I could go work at Target and make that much money. So this is where the owner needs to sit down and think and like, okay, for much less work, I could work at Target, make $13 an hour without the stress. Does it really, really make sense for me to keep working in the business? For the owner to be able to even pay themselves the market rate, the business will have to make $589,000. Based on the current growth rate, it will take approximately a year to get there. So, I mean, this information is very insightful because you want to analyze the opportunity cost of your time. If you can make more somewhere else, why are you stressing yourself out about starting a business? Sometimes businesses are not for everyone. But however, if you really care about what you do and you're really passionate about your business and you know this is something you want to grow, then you really need to ask yourself, like, am I really being efficient with my actions? Another risk of charging below market, paying yourself below market, is what if you have to replace yourself? And nobody's going to come work for you for what you pay yourself. So you really need to start thinking about paying yourself market rate. Because if you need to replace yourself, it just makes it easier because you just stop paying yourself that amount and you pay to somebody else. But if you're not paying yourself market, When someone comes in, your margins are going to be affected. In addition, in future videos, we'll talk about profitability analysis. We'll talk about your key growth rates. We'll talk about your break-even revenue, what your goal revenue is, how to get there. We'll look at the fee pricing analysis. We'll look at owner's compensation. We'll look at the return on marketing. We'll look at the debt. And we'll also look at the return on investment in your business. In addition, we'll go to your financials. We'll look at that. We'll look at 4 major categories of your financials. Because when you have too many things to analyze and too many things to compare, your brain can't really process it all. But condensing your financial statement to 4 major areas makes it very, very easy to see the category of expenses, what percentage of revenue you're spending in there. And then in the budgeting module, we'll talk about how to dig deeper into that and really go in and say, okay, what's coming on here? Why am I spending 32% of my income on labor? Why am I spending 7% of my income on admin? Is there anything I can cut out? Can I increase my marketing expenses and increase my revenue? So that's in the budgeting module. But for now, we'll just look at what you've done so far and tell you what it means in future videos. For information on how to get this workbook, go to beesexceltemplates.com. You can download the sample first. You can purchase the workbook. The sample does not allow you to make changes. It just allows you to see what the workbook is about. And then look out for future module. You want to stay on that. You want to make sure you subscribe and stay on my mailing list, because in there I talk about analysis where you should be looking at your financials. We'll be delving deeper into your numbers so you really have a good insight of what's going on in your business. Make this the year you finally begin to make sense of the numbers in your business so you can actually do something about it. You might choose to grow, you might choose to stay the same. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying you have to have a certain goal. I'm just saying you need to know what's going on so you can make an informed decision. So I look forward to seeing you in the future video. You have a very lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your day.